Hey, what up, guys? It's your boy Tin, and we're in Santorini, Greece, a place where blue domes, white walls, and the caldera cliffs exist. All right, let's go.
The skyscraper scars and vertigo. The countdown begins in Tokyo. 27 days allow me 20 million ways to go. Please
Since it was our first time in Santorini, we decided to take a boat over from Crete. About $45 a person, which honestly felt like a steal. Big comfy seats, plenty of room for luggage, good thing, and even a cafe so we could sip on coffee and pretend we were in a slow travel documentary. So from Crete it takes about an hour and a half to get to Santorini, so we are almost there. When we finally arrived, we walked a little bit and got to our place. Currently we're staying in a town called Oia. We were headed to our hotel. The hotel was called Esperas, and this place was kind of unreal. Alright, so we just checked into Esperas Oia, and this is what it looks like. Whitewashed walls, cliffside views, and our own plunge pool. It felt like we were staring in an architecture magazine. Of course, it came with a price tag that made my credit card sweat. But when you can watch one of the most famous sunsets in the world without battling the crowds, you start convincing yourself it was money well spent. Now here's the cool part. Santorini isn't just beautiful. It's basically a history book you can walk around. The island we're standing on used to be a giant volcano that erupted over 3,000 years ago, completely reshaping the area and possibly inspiring the legend of Atlantis. The Esperas luckily does show the sunset on this view, but right now we're about to get dinner at Meltini, a kind of like Greek tapas restaurant located here. About 2,000 reviews and it's pretty poppin'. That said, Santorini in late August is crowded. Like, if I saw one more selfie stick, I might have started charging rent. But we powered through and headed straight to Meltini for dinner. Right, so we have just arrived to Meltini. The food, next level. Calamari so good it ruined all other calamaris for me. Seafood pasta that felt like a gift from Poseidon himself. And of course, mussels, because apparently that's my new thing. Garlic, cheese, butter. After dinner, we just wandered through Oia during golden hour, which is when this town really flexes. The blue domes, the little churches, the cobblestone streets, everything felt like it's been placed perfectly just for you. The breeze, the golden light, it honestly felt like the island is showing off. Alright, so we're getting a gyros, a Slovakian beef gyro starter here. And to wrap up our last night, we kept it classic, a local gyro shop. 10 to 15 euros a meal. The chef was throwing gyros together like he was competing on Iron Chef. It's huge.
Oh my god. I should get the fries.
No, link fries will not. It is stuffed. Actually, and it was perfect casual ending to our Santorini day one. But today I'm looking forward to doing a catamaran because everyone always recommends it in Santorini. Let's do this and let's get some breakfast here. Right? Alright, so breakfast at Esperas might have been simple, but waking up on the cliffs of Santorini, yeah, that's worth more than any fancy buffet. Coffee in hand, staring out at the calderas, it's like, okay, this is some main character moment. Got picked up and hopped on our catamaran for what turned out to be one of the most epic afternoons of this trip. Oh yeah, you guys looking to book a boat ride or a catamaran in Santorini? This is probably one of the ways to do it. This cruise takes you along Santorini's coastline, past the red beach, white beach, Indian rocks, basically all the spots that make you question if your eyes are even real. Swim spots? Oh yeah, we had those. The water was so clear it felt like we were floating in a screensaver. There was snorkeling gear, towels, endless wine and beer, and yes, we 100% acted like we owned the boat for a few hours. Dinner on the deck was a full Greek barbecue spread, Slovakian skewers, fresh salads, pasta, all while watching the Aegean wind is just smacking you in the face in the best way possible. Here's our nice lunch. Yeah, so we just did some swimming, some diving, and now we're gonna be chilling a little bit, trying this delicious Greek lunch. And then the grand finale. The sun started to set, the whole boat just went silent. The sky turned into this painting, fiery orange melting into purple, and for a second, I felt like we were watching the whole world slow down. Jeanette may have taken the wheel for a second and pointed us in the wrong way, but honestly, it just gave us some extra time in the water. Seeing Santorini sunset is already beautiful, but from the catamaran, unreal. This was one of those "wow, I'm actually here" moments that you will tell people for years. If you're coming to Santorini, book this exact experience. I see the sunset falling down. It's kind of like unbelievable right now. Oh my goodness. This is something you cannot get anywhere else in the world except Santorini. Look at that. Link it to my bio, and trust me, this is probably the most cinematic way to see this island. Alright, shout out to Captain Mike. He's the one who did our boating tour today.
It's my first day today. We are very lucky. Almost we are back on the port. Thank you, God.
Good morning, guys. It's day 3 of Santorini, and we are currently heading off to take photos. You can go up early. You can get some of the most beautiful photos out here, right? Like the iconic blue dome. Yeah, and the reason why I'm out of breath, well, because there's a lot of steps. Trust me, waking up for photos in Santorini is not for the weak. Alarm went off before sunrise, and yes, I questioned all my life decisions. But here's the deal. No matter what time you go, there's always a line for those iconic blue domes. The only difference, at 6 a.m. the line's shorter, and you're still half asleep, so the pain hits later. After we get our classic Santorini shots, we hopped over to our next stop, Fira. We just arrived in Fira, so right now we are just kind of like checking it out, but we got invited to a store where we had taste some local wine and souvenir shopping because it's our second from the last day from leaving Santorini and going back home. So let's look at what Fira has. Now, Fira is basically Oia's little sibling. Same stunning cliffside view, same whitewashed buildings, but it's got way more shops and way more people buying souvenirs. Fira has been a commercial center of Santorini since the 19th century. It's where the locals work, shop, and hustle. You got jewelry stores, art galleries, and even tour booths that were cheaper than anything I saw online. Although, not everything is reasonable. As you can see, this is 225 euros. We grabbed a few souvenirs, coasters, engraved cups, the usual, and wandered deeper into the winding streets. Every corner had another postcard moment. Little churches perched on the cliff, and that endless caldera view reminding you this is still an active volcano. By the time we got hungry, we took a local's recommendation and went to a spot called No Name. So we are at No Name, a restaurant that serves traditional Greek food, but on the reviews everyone says get the seafood, so you know me, when I see food, I eat food. And oh my god, this place slapped. Their seafood risotto, chef's kiss. The calamari, crispy like KFC, but somehow fresher. And that caprese salad was so simple, but somehow mind-blowing. Now this risotto is actually super good, super flavorful, really rich, got that little fatness to it. Oh, that's good. And the calamari you can see like it's fried to perfection right here. Look at that. Nice and crispy, got some dill along it. Sometimes the best meals aren't the ones that don't try too hard. This one just worked. Now look at this. Look at us at the edge of the world in Santorini, looking at the most beautiful sunset ever. For our third night in Santorini, we decided to slow down and watch the sunset from our hotel in Oia. And let me tell you, this is what you come to Santorini for. The entire sky turns gold, the domes start glowing, and the crowd completely goes silent as the sun dips below the horizon. It's one of those rare travel moments where everyone is just in it together. Y'all, look at how many people are on the cliffs right now to see the sunset. Yes, people are all along this. See that? A group of people right there. And everyone's here to see one single event. After 3 days here, I get it. I get why people fly 12 hours from LAX, spend way too much on hotels, and battle crowds. Because this view, this feeling is one of a kind. You really can't get this anywhere else. Alright, Alright, well, it's our last day in Santorini, and do some last minute souvenir shopping. I will miss it, but also I will not be missing the prices out here. Alright, so let's go check out Oia and check out our last day in Santorini. So, it's our last day in Santorini, and of course, we had to double back for one more round of the Blue Dome photos. Because, let's be honest, if you didn't overshoot the Blue Domes, did you even come to Santorini? We passed by the Virgin Mary of Ecopus, checked out all the iconic photo spots, and of course, scoped out some souvenir shops. Partly to see if the prices were any better than the Fira. Spoiler alert, Oia is definitely pricier. For lunch, we headed off to Karma. Alright, after walking around Santorini, now we're gonna be heading to lunch at a happy hour place called Karma. This place feels like someone's home turned into a restaurant, which is exactly the vibe you want in Greece. We went for some classics, right? Calamari, a must, Capri salad, local bread, souvlaki, and a shrimp stew that was surprisingly good. Like a mix of shrimp, tomato, some onions, some cheese. Like a Creole soup. It's like ground beef with that, and then this tomato sauce. This is actually really good. Yeah, it's a lot of flavor. Kind of heavy, but it's good. I think it's not bad. Yeah, look at how many people here to watch the sunset. Insane. As the sun started to dip, we got ready for our big dinner spot, Ammoudi Bay. Getting there, let's just say the view is going to be stunning, but the smell, not so much. The stairs are basically a gauntlet of donkey poop. So, your eyes are enjoying the gorgeous Aegean sunset while your nose is going through the war. All these donkeys. Damn, that's a lot of poo. Hell no, there's poo everywhere. Fuck that. Oh my god. There's literally donkey poo like all over the road. It's disgusting. Jeanette even stopped to take a selfie with a donkey because why not? This is Ammoudi Bay. Look at how beautiful this is. Holy shit. Hope I don't get in trouble for this. Yeah, some of the freshest seafood you'll find out in Ammoudi Bay in Santorini. So, once in a lifetime opportunity are worth taking. Let's eat. Ammoudi Bay. This is a beautiful view of Ammoudi Bay once you get down here though. Yeah, you gotta book reservations because this shit books up quick, and especially if you want a good spot. Before dinner, we decided to politely trespass. Not really, but we followed some other travelers onto a cliff near the bay. On the left side of Ammoudi Bay, so we came from over there, right? So you come all the way to the left, there's a little path right here that's blocked off. Yeah, it's blocked off, but you know, if you keep going, you saw other people here. It leads into another route. Best decision ever. We found this little hidden cove where people were swimming, and the view was just ridiculous. Sunsets glowing on the water, cliffs in the background. It felt like we stumbled onto a movie set. Finally, we made it to our Dimitris Ammoudi Taverna for a dinner. Let me tell you, this place is a vibe. Boats floating in the background, lanterns glowing, the whole bay feels like a painting that came to life. The food? Expensive. Yes, but totally shareable. Mussels, oysters, Capri salad, and a massive seafood platter that looked like Poseidon himself dropped it off. Oh, here's the sea bream. Wow. Calamari, just got a piece of it right here. Let's play it with Jeanette. Total damage about 350, but honestly, worth it for the setting alone. After dinner, we just sat there for a while, soaking it all in. Ammoudi Bay at night is something else. The whole town above lights up, like the caldera cliffs are sparkling just for you. It actually felt like a scene out of Spirited Away. And no, we didn't hike those 300 steps back up. We grabbed a taxi for about 20 euros and called it a night. Love y'all. So it's our last day in Santorini, and so far it's been a beautiful adventure, right? The beautiful caldera cliffs, the nice Aegean Sea, and most of all, the delicious food. Basically, if you're going to Santorini, just expect to spend money. Overall, that's all for the vlog. If you guys enjoyed so far, please follow us, sub. Thanks for watching, and binge.